We got a great 8-9 matchup here in the Midwest region. Remember, that's the top right-hand side of your bracket. In this one, we got the 8 seed Iowa Hawkeyes taking on the 9 seed Auburn Tigers in what should be a great one. First of all, for the Iowa Hawkeyes, coming in as an 8th seed this year, 19-13 on the year, 5th in the Big Ten. This team is all about offense. Fran McCaffrey's squad can score and score in bunches. They're 3rd in the nation in offensive efficiency. They average over 80 points per game this year. They're led by younger brother of NBA rookie Keegan Murray. It's Chris Murray, his younger brother. A breakout year this year, 20 points per game for him. He can score at all 3 levels and really turn it on for this Iowa squad. Other than him, Iowa very balanced offensively. They've got guys who can score in the paint and outside. The Hawkeyes, a great flock of shooters on the perimeter, which you love this time of year. Defensively, this team has been bad, to be frankly honest. Iowa gives up a lot of points. They score 80 points per game. They give up nearly 75 points per game. They're 167th in defensive efficiency, which simply does not cut it at this high of a level, especially in the Big Ten, in which defense is so critical. Iowa lacks on that side of things. The question for Iowa is, can they win physical, grinded out games, even when they're not shooting well, even when they're facing a tough defensive team? Can they win those nitty-gritty tight games? I'm just not so sure. On the flip side, we've got the 9-seeded Auburn Tigers, completely contrasting styles here between these two teams. Auburn goes 20-12 on the year. They finish 7th in the SEC. This team not playing great the past couple of months. They've won 4 out of their last 13 games. So they're 4-9 down the stretch. I do not love that. Auburn not playing great basketball right now. Contradictory to Iowa, this team is all about defense. Bruce Pearl has another solid defensive squad this year. They're 29th in defensive efficiency. They're especially good at guarding the 3-ball. 5th in the nation in 3-point defense. They allow just 29% from the outside. Auburn terrific at guarding the 3. From an offensive perspective, they're led by Johnny Broome in the middle. He's kind of their guy in the paint. He can also stretch it out to the 3-point line as well. Their 2 guards, KD Johnson and Wendell Green Jr. The biggest key for them is shot selection. Both these 2 guys have a lot of talent, but often they take some silly, some might say stupid shots. I bet Auburn fans can back me up a little bit on that one. The shot selection is not great. Those 2 need to be mindful of when they're shooting and how often they're shooting to keep them in games, because their offense has been struggling big time down the stretch. Now, the question for this Auburn squad is, they've struggled against really good guard play, both in SEC conference play and in some non-conference games. They can get taken advantage of by teams with bigger guards that can both score and defend. Both Wendell Green and KD Johnson are 6 foot and 5'11", 2 smaller guards. So big defensive guards can slow them down, and they can also get things going from an offensive standpoint as well. Just a tough matchup deal with both of your guards kind of being undersized. It's a difficult situation for Auburn. I think this game is really going to be a contrast of styles. You've got Iowa, who scores a ton of points and loves to spread it out and shoot it. And then you've got Auburn, who loves to get in slow, grinded out games where teams are just trying to get to 60 points. The question is, which style is going to win out here? Now, at first I was thinking it might be Auburn, because I love defense in March. However, the Tigers are not playing good basketball right now. 4-9 down the stretch. You love teams playing better down the stretch. Auburn's not doing that. Yes, Iowa lost to Ohio State in the Big Ten tournament, but they are playing decently down the stretch. So for that reason, I'm going to probably go with the Iowa Hawkeyes. I think Chris Murray gets going. They spread the love, and their style wins in the end. I just don't think Auburn makes enough shots. If we're going to put this on the upset potential scale, again, an 8-9 game, I'm not sure whether you call that an upset, But I would say this is a likely upset. Let's definitely talk about it. But in the end, I'm going to go with the 8th seed Iowa Hawkeyes to get by Auburn in what should be a good game and move on to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Do you want to win your March Madness bracket pool? Do you want to not only beat your friends, but humiliate them? If that sounds good to you, subscribe down below because we are previewing all 36 first round games of the NCAA tournament and give you the info you need to crush your friends and dominate your bracket pool.